What's going on, YouTubers, gamers and hobbyists, and welcome to a CarCast with a difference. Difference is, no hands. I'm not driving. I'm sat in the car, but I'm not actually driving. I'm actually waiting for my wife. I had to drop her off to an appointment. It'll be about an hour in length, so I'm just chewing the fat here with you guys. Well, I thought I would anyway. I'm actually parked outside of a big place called Parby's Defence Solicitors. They've actually got an art gallery as well, which is kind of weird. On the bottom floor there's an art gallery, and then above that is like solicitors, and it's all the same firm. It's really strange. I might give you a shot of it later on, but yeah, my plan is to do this video, obviously. Then I'm going to drive down a bit, park up in Aldi, and there's a really cool pet superstore there, and they got all sorts there. Really have, and it's going to be really good. So yeah, just want to do this video. God, I'm in the shadows here, look. It's because there's no light in here. I'm sorry about that, guys. But I thought I wanted to get a CarCast done, recorded this week anyway. Even if it doesn't go up, it might do, it might not, who can say. I just want to say I got my Necromunda set, obviously. I got that, you all saw that, although I haven't unboxed it yet. It's not looking like it's going to be unboxed anytime soon, because I want to finish everything else up off the bench before I get that. I want to concentrate solely on Necromunda when it does hit my bench. So I've just got this commission of vampire cats to finish off. That'll be good, get them gone. Gilliman and company, like Deathwatch guy, they are kind of there permanently on the bench, it seems. They're not going anywhere anytime soon. And every so often I'll just pick up Gilliman and do a little bit more of the gold, like the gilding around his armor and stuff like that. I'm not rushing it. Just now and again, that's what I intend to do. And yeah, so that's cool. I'm gonna do that. My Death Guard, they're near completion. Yeah, there's a couple of them that need smoke doing. They got like smoke coming out of like incense burners or whatever on their backpacks, and that needs doing. That needs addressing. Their bolt guns or whatever weapons they're carrying, the casings need painting up as well, so I've got to do that. It's a bit noisy here, traffic going up and down. This is actually Union Street, Plymouth's Union Street. It was once quite famous. You know, it's quite famous around the world at one point. They even did an episode of Wicker's World on it once. I can remember that many moons ago when I was a child. If any of you out there are old enough to remember Wicker's World, there was an episode of Plymouth Union Street on Wicker's World. I can't remember what it was called, obviously. It's a long time ago now, but it's something like either 24 hours in the life of Union Street or a week in the life of Union Street, and that's what it was. The only thing I can remember about it was a shot of some guy sweeping up the broken glass from the road in the early hours of the morning. All the way up, got someone getting in the car behind me. He's been going in and out of there. So yeah, I'm just sat here watching the world go by. It's odd, an art gallery opposite me here. You wouldn't think they'd be busy, would you? Well, there's not customers that I can see in there, but they might be like on the phones. The staff appear to be busy doing stuff, like phoning people. She's looking at her watch. Must be nearly time for her to go home, I would imagine. So yeah, they're kind of running around doing stuff. And actually, what time is it? Just going to put my ignition on. So just coming up to 5 o'clock. So my guess is the one looking at a watch finishes at 5. Upstairs is a bit busy too. Guy's on the front door. He's getting his coat on. A couple of others in offices on their own. Just sat there. God, that's an awful job. Sat in an office. Sheesh. Yeah, not good. Not good at all. See, I'd be thinking about things all day if I was sat in an office like that. I'd be thinking about my YouTube and what I could do next on my hobby and stuff like that. That is what I'd be thinking. But yeah. Applied for several jobs myself today, actually. Administration type jobs. So, yeah, fingers crossed on that score. Who knows? Who knows? Oh, and I'm putting myself down for a couple of courses next year. Near where I live, there's a place which does like adult learning and that kind of thing. So I'm going to do a course in Excel. Actually, I'm going to do 2 courses in Excel. Because I'm not really up on spreadsheets, but that seems to be what everybody wants these days. So when I've done that, but it's not till February, that's the only thing. But that's right, gives me a chance to get Christmas out of the way and like crack on in the new year. That'll be my New Year's resolution, actually. Get a job. That's what I'm going to do. Get myself back out there. Problem is, I'm faced with the dilemma of, you know, I tell them I've got MS and they don't seem to want to know anymore. You know, like, thanks for your application, we'll keep it on file, and you don't hear again. Or not declaring it, getting a job, and they find out that you've not declared a medical condition on their application, and then they fire you or something, you know. So it's a job to know what to do for the best, really. I mean, I can work as well as the next guy, you know. At least I feel I can, anyway. I might have some balance issues, things like going up and down ladders and things. I shouldn't be doing that, really. But most other stuff I can do, you know. I think I can make a valuable contribution to a workforce, I think. It's just a shame in this day and age that nobody seems to want to know. It's not going to be through lack of trying, though. So I guess my New Year's resolution, realistically, will be not to get a job, although that's what I want, but it will be to keep trying to get a job, because it gets a bit disheartening sometimes. If you ask me where would I ideally like to work, I don't want a high-key job, I just want a low-key job. I've done managerial stuff and the stress that comes with that. I don't want that. I just want to stack shelves somewhere, go home at the end of my shift and forget about it. That's what I want to do. And you know, that suits me fine. Then there's the issue of hours and how many I can work. It's either not enough or too many, these jobs. I think full-time would be hard for me, fatigue-wise. But the part-time stuff wouldn't pay me enough. Would not be worth my while. But anyway, enough talk about that, and let's talk about me. Let's talk about hobby. So we were talking about Necromunda. So Necromunda. Realistically, my goal is to be doing it next year. It's my New Year game. It's going to be January's new project, Necromunda. I might just steadily build up my Necromunda stuff, get a couple of more boxes of models for it. I'm going to get the cards next, I've decided. But I need to get the Tyranid Codex as well while I'm you know, up and doing stuff like that. And also the Dark Angels Codex is, at the time of recording this, the Dark Angels Codex is coming out soon. So that's something I want. Well, gosh, it really is dark here. Not that you really want to see like my face all lit up and stuff, but yeah, there's a bit of light. Not that you really want to see it all lit up and stuff, but you know, that is it. Pretend I'm driving, yeah. So That's kind of funny. I was going to do a car cast this week anyway, but, well, tomorrow. I'm actually going out to my wife's work tomorrow, but I'm going to my local tip first, which is on the way. And I'm going out to my wife's work tomorrow, so I'm setting up the Christmas tree lights and stuff out there, so I'm going to be doing that. Oh gosh, probably some filing as well, but I gotta walk the dogs in the morning as well, so early night tonight I think. It was a bit of a late night last night. Insomnia struck, so I wasn't getting to sleep till about 4 o'clock. Do you know what I mean? It was like really tiring now. Like anybody would be tired, you know, regardless if you've got fatigue. But anyway, yeah, so Necromunda, so that's going to be happening next year. I don't know what other games they got coming out, but Necromunda is the one that excites me. Looked at Shadespire, that looks kind of cool, but doesn't really do it for me. It doesn't look like my thing. I want to get some more scenery for Necromunda. I'll see if I can get some MDF walkways, gantries and that kind of thing. Paint them up and, you know, no one will know. When you paint up MDF to look, you know, good, when you do a good paint job on it, you're none the wiser. No one's the wiser looking at it, because I've put that to the test. I've painted MDF, compared it alongside plastic, and, you know, the person I showed it to thought it was all plastic, so there you go. I said, no, that's actually MDF. It's like a corner building. So yeah, got my Mechanicus sector, Mechanicum, whatever it is, building, which can be used in Necromunda, so that'll be good. Where are we? 12 minutes in, so that's kind of cool. So a quarter of an hour in. Not bad, not bad. Oh, just seen a little dog walking around. He's so small, his legs are going like that, so yeah. Lots of weird people walking by, looking at me through the window. These people are still in their offices. Yes, they are. I think one of the ladies has gone home from the art gallery, though. Yeah, they've gone home. It probably get colder here in the car as time goes by. Now I can, if I do get too cold, I'll just turn the engine on and heat her up, or heat him up. This car's a boy. I'm one of those people that name their cars, and my car is called Bill. My wife's car is called Lola. So it's Bill and Lola. Yeah, so loads of traffic. I'm going to have trouble getting out here. I can see that when the time comes. So right, just looking at the checking the time. I've got loads of time to kill yet. I probably won't drive down till about past. It's 7 minutes past at the moment, so I've got loads of time. We're all pretty much set for Christmas now. Maybe the odd thing here and there. I bought my wife a really cool colouring book today, and a couple of sets of pens, because she loves colouring. It's like an enchanted forest colouring book, and she seems to like that, so that's good. I used to like colouring. I don't know, if I went back about 10-15 years perhaps, I had a phase of colouring. The really intricate stuff, because that was a way of concentrating on things, taking my mind off of stuff. Although at the time I didn't realise I had MS, and now I use the painting of models to do the same thing. But back then I was kind of using colouring to do that intricate colouring, you know. those adult colouring books where the designs are really complicated. So I used to use those, and I found that quite therapeutic as well. But it's not as therapeutic as model making and gaming and stuff, so top marks for that. I consider myself very lucky, you know, really, having discovered this hobby. It's kind of accidentally as well, you know, so yeah, it's a bonus all round, really. Goodness me. Some noisy cars. Yeah, it's a bonus that I discovered it accidentally, but I'm so glad I did, for many and multiple number of reasons, not least of which is meeting you guys. Well, I've met some of you, but I mean like virtual meeting you guys. So virtually I meet you guys. Virtually I'm in your room or wherever you're sat right now, even though in time this is like part of my history, because when you see this it will have passed, and it's in my past, and you know, you've traveled back in time to watch this, so that's kind of weird. It feels like I'm a time traveler or something. This conversation is getting pretty weird now, probably because I'm afraid I'll run out of stuff to say, but I don't know. There's other things probably that will come out next year. There's loads of cool games. I've got my eye on a classic board game at the moment. I think it might have finished, actually, saying that, but I did have my eye on a classic board game, Escape from Colditz, but it was an original version. It was really cool because I used to play that with my friend years ago, and it was really cool. Good, a good game. I enjoyed it. Lots of childhood memories for me. So if I ever see it again, I'll probably put a bid on that. Might get a couple of board games next year, who knows. I mean, I've got Space Hulk, so that's really cool. I love that game to bits. Now I've got Necromunda, so that's going to be another cool game. Of course, I've got Zombicide. Oh yeah, that's going to be like the top board game for me. And got my eye on Doom. That looks kind of cool. Dark Souls, not so much. I mean, the models look phenomenal. I love the look of the models. I'd love to paint them, but the game doesn't look as exciting as I would like it to be. I think it's based on a computer game, isn't it, Dark Souls? So it's not as exciting for me as I'd like it to be. Yeah, so I'll leave it at that. I might have to start my engine up in a minute to heat the car up, because it's getting a bit chilly here now. Oh, these guys are still in their offices, sat staring blankly. Gosh, they look bored to tears. That could be me one day, ending up like that, you know. I'm just watching this woman pull out in front of me now, because we're in a parking bay. She's managed to do it okay though. Fair play. It's not actually that bad for parking down there, probably because no one wants to be around here. It's like 1 minute there's loads of traffic and it's congested, the next minute it's there's a bit of a gap. You can see them coming along in the beside me there. I'm going to have to pull out of that in a minute. Oh, there's one big queue and it's not going anywhere. That's just typical. Typical. Taxi alongside me now. They don't let you out for love nor money. Double two. You always get a foreign driver and you use double two. I've noticed. Usually like Polish or something. Don't know if it's a prerequisite to work for that company. I don't know which one it is. Is it Taxi First? I'm not sure. Whichever one it is. Yeah. I mean, all you got to be able to do is read a sat nav to work as a taxi driver these days. Not like the old days where you had to know your way around. No. What time is it now? Gosh, it's 13 minutes past. 13 minutes past, and wow. So keep thinking, mate, keep talking. What other projects are you going to be working on next year, or what are you going to be looking out for? Not sure. I'm not even sure about my Batman miniatures game that I was into, because I've got the Joker's crew. Well, I've got a Joker's crew. I've got Batman. I've got Nightwing, and they're all painted up. And I've got the Gotham Police set as well. I've got a load of bits of terrain I got for it. I don't know whether to carry on with the old rules system with that, or buy the new book. I don't know. I'm not too sure of night models, really, at the end of the day. They just strike me as being not as for the customer as I would like. I can't quite put my finger on it. I'm just going to start my engine up a minute. There. That is, yes. In order to warm up a bit, clear my rear windscreen. That's good. Now I can see the time as well. That's good. So I'm just going to be ticking over here. So it's 5:15 in the evening. Well, it's not even until 6, is it? 5:15 in the afternoon then. But as you can see, it's dark. So, but worry ye not. It's only a couple of weeks really till the shortest day of the year. Then the days will start to be getting lighter again, albeit gradually, but they will get lighter. So that's good. Yeah. Oh yeah. To pull out now. I could do a screws. Do you know what I could do? I could do that. And then there's a car coming. Yeah, I could head down to Aldi. When the opportunity arises, I will. I think. I'm going for it. Well, I am actually driving now, guys. Although it's dark. Oh dear. I am actually driving. Wow, stuck in traffic. I'm coming up to Aldi. Okay, which... Thanks to the guy keep putting his brake lights on in front. See my face. Which is the car park I'm going to park in. So I'm going to be turning right into Aldi when I am able to. He says. Right. Here we go. I could actually park in the disabled bay, but I choose not to because I want to park down here. You see? Now, 1.5 hours maximum stay. there. Nice. One and a half hours maximum stay, Audi customers only. For use while shopping in the store. Parking limited to 1.5 hours. Yep. So I'm just reading the sign here. Yeah, so I got 1.5 hours here. That's alright. I'm guessing my wife will be about, what time is it now? Should be about 40 minutes, so don't worry, I'm not going to keep this video going that long. I'm just checking. I don't even know if the pet superstore is going to be open when I come on by, when my wife finishes, so that'll be unfortunate. So I was hoping to go in there, but whatever. I told you this would be a strange car cast, did I not? Told you it would be. So 20 past 4. 20 past 4, and so but 10 to 6. About 10 to 6, I've got to. Yeah, something like that. Oh, these people in these shops, they look so bored. The ones that are still in there, that is. Because that's the only thing, you know. This time of year, when you work in somewhere like a shop, it must be really, really lonely when it gets to this time of day, when you're like the only one stuck in there. Or like back there. So I didn't show you the office, guys, some other time. Wasn't that interesting. It's just like 3 stories high offices, but they're all glass side of the building, and you could just see everybody. It was kind of weird, like looking into an ant home, an ant hill, like with a glass side on it. Do you know what I mean? But you can see all the scurrying activity of the ants in the ant hill. Yeah, bizarre. So that is that. I was trying to think of, my voice is going. I was trying to think of what else I've got going on, or what I would like going on next year, gaming wise. I don't know. I might want to start up a Tau army. But of course, it's not just the models, you got to get the codex and the cards. Well, you don't have to, but people want to, don't they? Because if you want to have a game and have a fairly equal chance of it, you don't want a codex via index, do you, really? Ideally, anyway. There's still a guy in this pet superstore. I don't know if he's just closing up or what, though. Yeah, I don't know. The trouble is, I get bored. I need to go in and walk around, you know, and stuff. Actually, I'm not sure what time Aldi shuts, or even if they do. Yeah, they do, obviously, but I think they open quite early. See, I'd like to work for Aldi. We've got an Aldi quite near me. Oops, someone's parking right next to me. Oh, a woman, she's looking at me strangely. Yeah, I'd love to work for Aldi, because there's an Aldi just up the road from me. It's literally in walking distance, albeit up a steep hill, but it is in walking distance, and be ideal for me. So they pay quite good wages, you know. The hourly rate's quite good. It's like what they call the living wage, as opposed to the minimum wage. Oh, it's some guy with his girlfriend or wife just got into Sally's. Awful shop for men. It's just got all like makeup and nail stuff and hair stuff. It's like for the business trade, really. It's for businesses in the trade of, you know, hair and beauty and all that kind of stuff. It's really not a good place to be. Yes, I've been in there several times. Yes. My wife did a nail technician course a few years ago now, so she could do her own nails. Yeah, but she got herself like a business card and you know, or like a trade card rather, so she can get her stuff here. You know, for all her nail stuff and whatnot. So I've dragged around there many a time, and it's not a good place to be. It really isn't. But anyway, enough of that. I think I'm going to end it here. I've just gone over 31 minutes, and that must be an awful long time. If you guys have made it this far, then, you know, my hat is off to you, chaps. My hat is off to you. But you could put this on in the background, can't you? Perhaps you're driving somewhere. You just wanted a voice in the background. Like, you know, when I used to have to drive an awful lot for work once upon a time, many years ago. And I used to like to put the radio on, so it was late at night as well, usually of an evening. I'd be driving and I just needed that voice in the background to accompany me, really. And I would like to listen to things like Gardener's Question Time and that kind of thing, you know. Want to hear about, you know, not Percy Frower, do you remember him? Percy Frower and his roses, you know. If anybody remembers Percy Frower, you'll know what I'm talking about. Anyway, yeah, so enough jibber jabber. I'm going to say thank you for watching. I really do appreciate that, especially in a video as weird and as odd as this. Oh, the couple are coming out again, and they're going to be getting in their car. Disguise the fact that I'm talking to myself, because when you watch this, I'm talking to you, but at this present point in time, I'm talking to myself, so that looks odd. Alright guys, I'll catch you later. Remember, all brushes lead to war. I'll see you on the next video. Bye for now.